What it do, baby? What's good, party people? This is your friendly neighbor, Chad the Maverick, back again with another one. And so we have just entered Leo season. I apologize for my hiatus, but I was getting into the right frame of mind because of this eclipse season leading into this Leo season, so you could really understand these facets of your destiny. And I wasn't able to speak in between those times because I had to take in certain events and information myself. So, but hey, what's up? I'm back. Leo season has begun. It's really kicking in like come tomorrow. But yeah, right now we are currently Wednesday, July 24th. The moon's in Aries at 28 degrees. And when the moon's in 28 degrees for me is usually what I would consider like the master degree of the energy. So like right now, as you're listening to this, you found this new sense of space. You found this new form of power within this eclipse season. That's for everyone. Everyone's experienced this. And I know everyone's experienced this because of this North Node opposing Saturn and Capricorn that just happened. Saturn has kind of given you a release in a sense on your individuality, on your person, on your character in order for you to be in your actual character, your actual piece. And the thing about it is that we have Mercury right now retrograde on Venus. So Mercury and Venus is conjunct. And with this Mercury Venus conjunct is really getting into how you're understanding like what you want to experience, how you want to love, how you want your needs to be met, and how you can accomplish your desires are all on the forefront, especially when it comes to things that you deem home. I think the fourth house is more privacy than it is home. Like from just observation, I think it's more in terms of like privacy, and generally the family is within this private home. So I think that's part of it. But you're kind of getting to clear out and understand what do you keep close to your heart. You know, Cancer is like, what do you keep close to your heart? And the heart itself is Leo. And that's the moon and the sun. And that's how the moon and the sun kind of operate. It's the expression of love and the receptivity of love. Not the point. But what I am trying to say is that this is really bringing you into this type of space. This time frame. Leo season starts off with Aries in here already. And it passed Chiron in the process. So it was, when we first really set off, like we had to heal through these things, and the last couple of days might have been heavy, and even today's not heavy, but yesterday and the day before was heavy, and the in between shift. But now we're really getting into this Leo season, and we're feeling the fire that's starting to actually contain itself. Leo's like a contained fire that just continuously burns, but there's more wood that's always being put down into this fire, like a campfire. Anyway, let's get to the next day. Next day we have Mars trine Jupiter. So with Mars and then Jupiter, boom, boom, word. So with this Leo, this is going to be the first day where you truly feel it's Leo season. I suggest everyone goes on a random adventure this day, this evening, if you can. The reason why I'm saying this is because this Mars and Jupiter is going to bring you like an experience, but you have to be able to have the drive. So the experience will happen, but depending on how you utilize your Mars depends on where this opportunity will arise towards, which is why I'm saying I suggest someone tries to head out somewhere, go someplace that you want to go. I might end up going to the museum tomorrow, which would be awesome. So that's the type of vibe that I'm getting from that. The moon has just entered Taurus as well and passed by Uranus. So whatever that you do end up doing, is going to pretty much give you a new epiphany or something along the lines of epiphany. It's going to let you know what seed you need to plant for the future. But this isn't, I'm trying to put it in a certain way because Uranus and okay, I'm gonna break it down. So Uranus with the moon in Taurus is pretty much giving you this, think of, all right, Magic Beanstalk. I think that's the story. But the kid that had the magic beanstalk and he put the bean in the ground and then the bean grew super fast and then it went up to the where into the heavens and into the clouds and stuff, and he was able to go up there and go to the world of giants and stuff. Think of that seed that grew that way as Uranus and Taurus. So when I say Uranus and Taurus seeds, that's the type of energy we're talking about. Like, you put that down, whatever it is, you water, you grow, and next thing you know, you're in the sky. That's what I mean when I say this. So if you go on this adventure, whatever that is going to really kick in and harness for you. And you're going to be able to plant that seed that you want to, and it's going to grow exponentially quick. I don't even want to say manifest. It's just going to happen. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's something I want everyone to keep in mind for that day. So yeah, being the best emotion that you can. It's technically a square between the two. But it's pretty much going to be, the square is a struggle between you finding stability and you living through your heart. That's what the square really comes from. So just understand that that's going to be a event. Boom, boom. Friday, we got the day of Venus, and I just look down. The first thing I see is Venus in 28 degrees Cancer. So, oh, and it's going to be sextile the moon. And oh, that's what's up. So on this day, the first thing I'm sensing, and the only thing I'm really getting from this, tender. It's like a tender type of day. There's going to be opportunities to arise for you to be able to share your tenderness. Kind of give. It's R&R. It's like a rest and relaxation type of vibe. You're probably going to want to stay inside that night, or go somewhere that you're able to be inside. You may be going out, but at someone's house type deal, maybe your own home. But it's one of those things where it's like, give yourself that time to like rest, and there's going to be a lot of interactions that are tender and sweet, just in general. So even outside, if you go speak to certain people, they're going to be like maybe nicer this day, or on the flip end, if they're not nicer this day, it's going to be because there's going to be some type of turbulence for them at home, or there's some type of turbulence in their private sector or their private life. So just keep that in mind. That's what I'm picking up from that day. But there is going to be something that arises when it comes to that. On Saturday, I'm glad that I fake saying that, because as we see, well, in this time frame, the Venus is really about to shift into Leo. So that little that note that I hit earlier is kind of like the feeling of the entrance in the Leo is going to hit Leo around 4 o'clock on that day. And when it enters Leo, it's going to also start conjuncting the sun. So now this Venus and Leo, like, we're getting out of this like feelings bag, and we're getting into our light and onto our shine. So there's a lot of time. This is a great time to like move on and move forward and understand your like general worth. So this is a day to kind of reevaluate where you are and where other people have seen you, and really kind of say, screw what everyone thinks, because I know in my heart, this is what I'm supposed to go for. This is what I'm supposed to do. So be prepared for that. And the moon in Gemini on this day is going to be presenting you a lot of conversation. There's going to be a lot of, you might end up somewhere and then hanging out with a person or a couple, or maybe two people. Usually I think Gemini kind of rules groups of threes. I don't know why, but that's just always what I think. But like, I think it's like, it's you and then two other people. And then those two people will have like opposing views, and that's kind of where the Gemini vibe comes from. Not the point. But what I am saying is that um it's going to be a day where you really start to feel all of that heart fire start to arise. I don't know what that means. I hope that means something for you, but that's the only thing I picked up when I thought about it. Anywho, so let's go to Sunday. On Sunday, anything crazy happening on Sunday? Nothing crazy is happening on Sunday from like the notes I've already written. However, we have this. Where? What I see? No, I just saw it. Okay, cool. We have Mars conjunct Juno, and usually I don't use Juno too much in these readings, but seeing that Juno's literally conjunct Mars, there's gonna be some type of like, there's like, I don't want to say there's a marriage, but there's some type of marriage that's going on. It might not be you, but there's gonna be somebody somewhere that's on this like, I don't want to. Nah, I'm like, yeah, it's like this type of marriage type feel, or less marriage, maybe just commitment. There's something though. There's something about that with Mars there. So keep in mind, people getting married. There's going to be a lot of relationship type of themes that arise on this day, and it's going to be very forthright. So if you never shot your shot to someone that you know you want to actually like, whatever, I don't know. If they have already been down and have shown interest, I mean, hey, I guess this the day you shoot the shot, And with the Venus and Leo, and so you wanna know, I like this transition from this eclipse season to Leo season thus far, because eclipse season was like everyone run, everyone hide. Oh no, Leo season thus far is like, hey, not go on an adventure. You might screw around and fall in love. You might like, have a good day. I like this thus far. You might actually get over all the trauma you had in the Cancer season and really just like go forward with your life. I like Leo season. Leo season sounds way more fun. But yeah, so this like a happy bag. I might call this happy bag. Just cause. But anyway, I really think that this Mars and Juno aspect is going to be giving people a certain sense of commitment that arises. Is it unexpected? I want to say it's unexpected, but there's going to be something along the lines of that. That's all I'm going to say for that. Yeah. Monday, July 29th. Yeah. So the sun is going to be square Uranus, directly square Uranus. So here's the thing. Something weird is going to pop up Monday. Something weird. Moon Day. It's going to be something related to, it's going to be an emotional type of feel and emotion. There's going to be something that makes you like feel again, so to speak. But I'm trying to think of what it could be. Because if it's between Leo and it's between Taurus with the Uranus, I want to say there's going to be something new, or there's going to be a new idea, a new opportunity that comes to you in private. I don't know. That sounded weird. But there's going to be like this new opportunity that like, oh no, it's the sun. I'm tripping. My fault. I looked at the wrong thing. We're talking about the sun. So the sun with Uranus. Oh, so yeah, some random event's going to happen. Some type of random event that's going to lead you into honestly feeling yourself more. Like, it's going to be a huge day where your self-esteem actually gets an upgrade for real. People might gas you on this day. Don't get too big-headed, and I think that's the other side of it. Like, don't let it get to you too far. But yeah, like, people might be gassing you this day just because of the pressure between the Leo and the Uranus and Taurus. They might be gassing you, but be careful of who is, because some people may not have the best interest. Like, Uranus is tricky that way. Like, some of them may be like, oh yeah, great compliments, blah blah, but then some other people might be like trying to get you onto something or bring you into like a series of events that you may not necessarily want, but may help you grow. It's a tricky day on Monday. My suggestion for Monday is to like take everything just as what it is and not further, because if you think too much into it, you may end up falling into one of those random event patterns. That's super hard to explain, but that's exactly how that type of energy is. Like, because Uranus and the sun, that square is like, I don't know what's about to happen, but be prepared for that. This is like that random, like that event in movies where it's like, it's a shock moment. It's like a shocking, it's shock. It's not necessarily a bad shock, but there's going to be a shock that comes in, that day. That's what I'm picking up from that. It could definitely be positive. I think it's going to be a shock, like someone like confessing their love or some crap. I don't know. I'm guessing, but so far Leo season looking fire. What's up? So we got on the 30th, and I'm going to stop after tomorrow for this video, but for the 30th, we have the moon's going to be in Cancer on the North Node. So this is what I was looking for, and trine Neptune, copy. So with this, we have the moon is on the Destiny and the Neptune. So, okay, this day is going to be like a revisitation of your feels of Cancer season, but now these feels are going to be fulfilled coming in on this Tuesday. So whatever, I guess, those initial needs or desires, those initial desires that you previously had in Cancer season are going to actually come through and start fulfilling themselves now with this day pulling up. And on top of that, this is the day right before retrograde actually ends. Keep that in mind. Mercury retrograde is going to be ending then. And let me go to the next day because I'm pretty sure it's over after this. Huh? Yeah. So, anyway. And now we're going to go to the last day of Mercury retrograde. And then from after this, I'm going to be cutting it here, then speaking on it next week. But before I get into the last one, just wanted to let you know, I have all my readings are still on sale right now, but I'm going to be cutting them after Leo season and they're going back up to what they are. So if you do want a reading from me, please let me know. DM me. I have a good amount of time where I could actually do readings. So if you want to book me, hit me up, comment, social media. I have my website below because I have time to do them and I want to get some done. So let me know. I love doing readings for people. And yeah, awesome. Anyway, now our commercial break's over. Back on to the last day. So on the last day, we have, or the last day beforehand, because this is the new moon. So I'm stopping on the new moon, and then I'm going to explain the new moon for the next video, and then continue on. But we're stopping at the new moon because this is when the last chapter of like the Cancer season transition ends, and then the new one full Leo starts. And for this day, we have, honestly, yeah, it's just the new moon begins. And so the sun and the moon are going to be in between Venus. So this is a day where it's like, it's level up time. It's time to level up. It's time to up the ante on yourself and really bet on yourself. Like you can't, like you gotta be who you are. Like on this day, I'm gonna be like, I'm Maverick, what's up? To anyone that says what's up to me, I'll be like, what's up? I'm Maverick. Like no Chatman, no Maverick. I'm like you get that's the type of vibe it has to be on. But I'm gonna break that down the next video. But as of right now, this is your transit weather report with your friendly neighbor Chad the Maverick. And yeah. Let me know how you feel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Smash that like button if you like the video. I'm gonna stop now. But thank you so much for showing up and peace out.